Hello everybody, my name is Nobody, and I'm going to be casting these 2v2 expert games. We're going to have Geen and the Viper. Geen will be playing in green, which I'm so glad he's playing as green because this would have messed me up the whole game. But he's going to be playing green as the Koreans. Nice Civ. The Viper, he's going to be playing as the Aztecs. So Koreans and Aztecs, Koreans probably one of the weakest civs on Arabia, but it's nice to see them every now and then. And Aztecs probably considered one of the strongest civs on Arabia. So we'll have an interesting dynamic going for this game. On the left side, we're going to have Hart playing as the Aztecs. And we're going to have MBL playing as the Koreans. So on the top side, we're going to have an Aztecs war, and on the bottom side, we're going to have a Koreans war. So we'll have to see how that plays itself out. I don't see any players. Oh, there we go. MBL, he's such a lamer. Such a lamer boy. He's going to go forward. He's going to find two sheep of the Viper. And the Viper, he's going to go out and lame also. He's got the Eagle Warrior to do so with. And I know these guys play a lot together. It's got to be expected that MBL is going to try to lame, and here he goes. And he's going to steal the boar. Hart, the Viper, where's he going? Boars are in the back over here, and MBL is going to take one of them. Let's see if MBL is going to be successful. Zigzagging. And it looks like he knows what he's doing. He's going to be able to get the boar in. Going a little bit too far. There we go. Unfortunately, MBL is so good at this that I don't expect him to lose it. Takes away a little from the excitement, I suppose. Anyway, it looks like he's going to get it. Hopefully he'll pick up these two sheep as well. He's going in a weird direction, actually. Maybe trying to throw off his opponent. Oh, he just barely missed the sheep. No, he's going to get it. He's going to get the sheep. And here's the Viper. Is he going to take the... Oh, is he going to take the boar? Is he going to take the boar? He's waiting around, waiting around. Villager has loom, and he's going to... Yeah, he's going to narrowly take the boar. So still at this point, MBL looks to be up two sheep. The Viper's going to steal two sheep of his own. This Eagle Warrior is actually quite low, and he's lost the boar. He's going to lose even some more health on it if he goes for it again. Yeah, it's okay, Salty. Oh, and MBL has a villager in the area, gets the second shot off, but the boar is going to go for the Eagle Warrior again. Eagle Warrior is only on 13 health, and looks like MBL failed on his boar lure as well. 17 health left on his scout. Oh, he's going to go for it a second time. I'm not sure he got two hits on it. And I'm fairly sure MBL's going to be able to get this boar. He's got the villager here behind. But he's going to take another... Ooh! Only 3 health left on the scout. You can't heal up the scout either. Eagle Warrior looks like he'll be left with 13 health. And does MBL botch it? No, it doesn't look like. He's going to get the boar with only 3 health remaining. And the Viper's going to get the boar. Everything goes perfect with 13 health remaining. Anyway, quite a bit of action from the Dark Age. What can we see from these Civ matchups? The Aztecs, everyone should know the Aztecs. Well, everyone should know both these Civs, but the Aztecs, they're really infamous for their 5 militia drush. Famous, I suppose. Which gives them a good Dark Age. They can go into a fast castle from that, or a archer rush from it. Fast castle is the more preferable option, and the Viper's starting to wall off over here. And can even wall in through here. Very easy walls for him. Would be very easy for him to pull off a fast castle off this. That, and then just take their monster eco, and go into early Eagles in Imperial Age. And there's really nothing the Koreans can do to stop that, I think. The Koreans, they don't get the best cavalry in the world. They don't get the best monks in the world. They got good towers, but that's not really good for much on Arabia. And overall, I think that early Imp Aztec Flood is going to be so hard to stop. Koreans, they got a good Trush, but 2v2, very unlikely to see a Drush. I don't see Trush builds from these players. Looks like... oh, this is our Aztec player, my bad. But Koreans, they don't have a lot going for them. I don't expect to see war wagons. Hand cannons might be a good asset against the Eagles of the Aztecs, however. And then siege onagers later in game. The Koreans can really hold their own, I think, late game. But that early Imp is going to be nasty from the Aztecs. And my bad, earlier this matchup I said we had Aztec War on the top, I think. We actually have Koreans and Aztecs on the top. Oh yeah, purple and red. Teams are messing me up. Yeah, we're gonna have a non-mirror matchup on both sides. And Gin is gonna take this fight. If Hart is smart, he should back away as soon as the villagers come in. But he's taking a lot of health off the scout, which is good for him. See, in fact, he's not even gonna try to kill the scout. He does kill the scout. Very nice pick from Hart. That's nothing to shake a stick at. Here comes Hart with his 4 militias out, going up to 5 militias. Looks like a fast castle build from him. He's got plenty of farms up. The Viper, he's elected to go for a fast feudal. He is playing as the Aztecs. So we'll either see men-at-arms from him, or archers. He's got 4 in gold. I think that's maybe too many for men-at-arms, so maybe archer build. And he's going against the Koreans. He probably knows that the Koreans are not going to drush him, because why would you drush 3 versus 5? And because of that, maybe going for straight archers. Perhaps a little bit, perhaps a little over-reading into the game. That's kind of what I like to do. Oh, and is this open? No, it doesn't look open. There's a tree here. Hart, he's got his 5 militias. Did I see any villagers forward for him? No, I didn't. And Gin is going to be laid up to the feudal age too. Maybe going for a fast castle himself. We'll have to see. But no military really out from the players, just the militias. In fact, it looks like Viper's going for a man-at-arms rush, possibly. He's only got 2 militias out, though. And Hart is going to work on these walls, be really annoying. Gin's going to have to send back a villager to repair it up. In fact, it's... looks like they're attacking 2. Yeah, 2 tiles. So the Viper, it looks like he drushed defensively. Maybe expecting something from MBL. He hasn't moved out at all. And I'm a little surprised by that. What is the Viper doing? Let's go to his point of view. He was up quite early, has little food in the bank, starting to wall off heavily. Don't see men-at-arms coming in, and don't see an archery range coming in either. So looks like his fast feudal hasn't really accomplished that much, from my point of view. 2 archer ranges and a blacksmith. Does Gin have enough resources to click up to the next age? He does not. But he will have enough resources to go straight into archers. He's got a good amount on gold already. And there's a good amount of food in the bank. So he should be able to get fletching and start pumping archers straight away. Meanwhile, at Hart's base, Hart is fully walled, and this is the danger of the Aztecs. If the Aztecs fully walled, my bad, he's not fully walled. He's actually quite open on the back. In fact, even 2 wolves guarding this area, as well as Viper's scout. So Hart could be a little bit vulnerable if these archers make their way all the way around. There's the archer range for Hart. Do we see a blacksmith? Here's a blacksmith on the bottom side. And let's check Hart's resources as well. Hart has enough to go up to the next age. He's banking on the fact that he's going to be able to delay Gin enough with his militias and with his walls in order to get up to the next age safely. Ooh, the scout could have been in trouble if Hart was paying attention. The Viper's almost fully walled, getting mauled by a wolf. And if these militia make their way over, I bet they'll be in time, but they're going to go the opposite direction. And yeah, not too much action in the feudal age. Even a tower by MBL. 2 towers by MBL, surprising. 3 towers by MBL. Wow. Certainly a lot of mind games between the players. Here's Hart going up to the next age. The Viper, again, hasn't done anything with his fast feudal age. In fact, he's even going up with a market. And the Viper should be clicking up to the next age shortly. Hart's going to be the first to the next age. He's the only player here that went for a designated fast castle build. And it'll pay off in his favor. Here's Gin's archers. They haven't worried about the militia. And they're going to go all the way around. A big wall for Hart. It looks like it won't get up. But I think Hart's bought enough time. I mean, look how long it's going to take these archers to get over here. Maybe if they're lucky they can snipe this villager, though. Finally, here's Castle H from the Viper. the villager sees the archers and just wants to back out. Yeah, it looks like this villager's going to go down. So 1 villager down from Hart. He's going to be down on 30 villagers. One villager loss is not the biggest deal in the world, especially when you're up this much earlier. Here's Castle Age from the Viper. He's going to be 2 minutes behind Hart. So that's both the Aztec players. MBL, he's made plenty of skirmishers. He's expecting archers. And in fact, the Viper, he's got 2 barracks up. Wow, mind games. This is mind games to the max. MBL is expecting full archers. He was expecting a full push earlier on, maybe due to that fast uptime by the Viper. But neither of those things have happened, and the Viper is going to go actually into Eagles, which is a good call against so many skirmishers. And if you can stick on Eagles, it'll be a nice transition to Elite Eagle as well. Anyway, Hart's up to the next age. He's got crossbow and bodkin arrow done. That's your standard Aztec play. And he's going to go down to the bottom and try to fend off these archers at first. The archers are going to put themselves in the corner and hide for dear life. Meanwhile, MBL is going forward. He's stuck in the feudal age. He's hoping to do some damage, perhaps with some towers. Meanwhile, the Viper is going up to a second town center. It'll protect his gold pretty well. His woods will be exposed. And the Viper's telling his teammate he's got towers all over. Don't bother going to his base. This wall does get up. MBL should have prevented the wall from going up with the skirmishers. About 400 health left on this house. Tower's going to take the Viper off of one of his wood lines. 2 of his wood lines, though. That could be big. What other wood does the Viper have? He has this wood in the right side. And chainmail arming for his eagles. He's only got 2 out at the moment, but they could be extremely powerful, especially against skirmishers. In fact, the militias are probably the biggest threat to them. Town center on the wood. Unfortunately, this tower will go up, and should be this wood line should be useless for the time being. Archer's going to patrol around Gein's base. He's got it stonewalled in the front, but these houses are at a weak spot, especially since they're downhill. And Gein is up to the next stage as well as MBL. Squires, that's a big upgrade. And Hart only knows it now as he sees the Eagles. These militias could have done a little bit of damage to the Eagles, otherwise probably not that much. +2 armor done already. Would be a nice meat shield for the archers, though. And Hart's just going to go for the villager kills now. He's going to take the 1 villager kill. Should equalize things from before. And at the moment, these Eagle Warriors are just too strong. There isn't a big mass of crossbows, and the Eagles are absolutely going to eat their crossbows. Five crossbows on a hill, that's nothing to laugh at. It looks like the Eagle Warriors will get cleaned up for now. The Viper's going to have to defend with the Siege Workshop. He's hurting for wood, though. Should be hurting for wood, anyway. Gein snuck under this tower. And he's telling his teammate he's upping with archers. Guard tower's now done for the Korean player. That's going to make these guard towers much harder to remove with mangonels. Oh, could see a big mangonel shot. Here comes the mangonel shot. Just right above the crossbows. And Hart's going to take one right on the face, losing 1 crossbow. And now with the melee units, looks like all the archers going to get cleaned up. And a big shot on the skirmishers as well. Let's see another shot. And another shot. Eagle Warrior's going to clean this up. Mangonel's going to work on the tower. The Viper is going to have to repair this, though. In fact, these towers will have 8+3 range, much more range than a Mangonel. Mangonel's going to have 8 range. So it's going to be hard to take down these towers with just Mangonels. And the crossbows are really doing some damage against the Eagle Warriors. This is why Eagle Warrior is not the strongest unit in the Castle Age. Although certainly was good for the situation at the time. Looks like with some skirmishers, the archers have been cleaned up in MBL's base. And oh my gosh, I think there's a hole here. Gein, if he walks right in, there is a little bit of army from Hart, and the town centers are in a good position, so it looks like Hart will actually be safe for now. Just getting kicked off this wood line. The archer's going to move in. This could be a huge mistake. It looks like he's going to take a few archers. No ballistics done. Here comes the mangonel, though. Coming in from the back. And, oh, this is going to be terrible for Geen. He's going to try to make a run for it. Nice attack round. He's going to try to get the mangonel. I don't think it's worth it. He's going to try to get a villager. Archers are still alive, though. Going back and forth, going back and forth. He's going to make a run for it. And there's the big money shot. And a second shot as well. 3 archers remaining, one of them on 1 health. And the archers from Hart, they're going to try to intercept them as well. And big disaster from Hart. Big disaster from Geen, my apologies. Towers are continuing to surround the Viper, and this is a big problem for him. Let's check how much wood he has. Oh, smart, he's actually got a town center on the top side. The Viper's sitting at 100 wood. And doesn't have enough food to keep all of his town centers producing, so he needs a lot more wood for farms. And these towers are definitely hurting him. Here's the ram. I think he's given up on the mangonel approach. And things have stabilized a little bit in this game. Hart is going to go out for a big raid, but other than that, there's not a lot of army on the field. And players are just booming up right now. Let's check out where we are at the game right now. 58 vills for Geen on the bottom side. Meanwhile, the other Korean player up at 55 bills, so about the same. Our military is about the same. Geen has a slight advantage over MBL, it looks like. A little bit of pause in the game. Let's see, the Viper and Hart. The Viper is on, I can't tell. I think 63 vills. Or if not 53. But Hart is at 74 vills, and that's definitely going to be a lot more. He has just defended this attack. Almost fully walled up. And because of that, it looks like our team on the left side's in a little bit of an advantage. Someone in the spec saying Viper dropped the coffee again. And another big thing in this matchup is probably going to be how the players walled. Geen looks like to be fully walled. Might want to reinforce with some more stone walls. You get that stone bonus as Koreans. Because you know Eagles are going to come in later in the game. Looks like Geen's trying to expand out on the top side, though. No. No. And the Viper is also somewhat walled, but these towers are going to have to get taken out in order to secure some better walls. You definitely want to be walled when the Eagles come in. Meanwhile, MBL really isn't that walled well. He's got a few towers in his base, though. Can wall in through here. And Hart is only half walled. Still open on the backside. Another tower going down from MBL, but it looks like he's going to lose quite a few Eagles for it. Remember, these Eagles are 50 gold. They're not exactly cheap. I suppose just about the same price as a crossbow.
Yes. Start the game already.
What is Geen doing? Wait, what just happened? Okay, Geen somehow managed to get this tower by only losing a villager. He's going to lose all 3, it looks like now. Just one more shot, and he's going to lose all 3 for this tower, which didn't really do much. Very unusual play. Let me turn chat off. Nice mangonel shot from the Viper. Looked like a stand ground attack. Hart is up to the next age. He's got the biggest economy. Let's check the villager number. It was blocked last time. So the difference between Hart and the Viper is going to be about a 13 vill difference, but Hart is up to the next age. And look at his farming eco. He's got plenty of farms. Let's go to his resources. Plenty of wood for barracks. He's going to be absolutely a beast to stop. And plenty of barracks. Plenty of wood. Plenty of gold. The Viper's going to have to wall up pretty soon if he wants to survive. And it looks like Geen was starting a team wall, which is very smart. Will help with trade later on. Just needs to finish up right here. And now would be the time to do it, I think. The Viper's army is going to get cleaned up. Hart hasn't sent his Eagles out yet. Now is the critical moment for the team on the right to be able to wall. And there's Geen starting the wall. Let's see if he finishes it. Here come the Eagles. Yeah, I agree. In-game music is so dope. Looks like Geen finally did get his wall up. This was really close, though. I mean, if Hart sent a few Eagles in a little bit early, maybe he would have lost a few, but maybe he would have stopped the wall. But walls... all Hart needs maybe is a few siege workshops and go maybe capture him to get through the walls. And here's Imperial Age from the Viper. Perhaps these walls are going to buy him enough time to be able to survive. It looks like this is... I think this is open, though. Here's the Elite Eagle tech. Elite Eagles are moving out. Fortified walled from Geen. No siege workshops yet from our Aztec player. And if you are just joining us right now, we're just casting some expert games. Later on, we can do some community games if you guys are interested. And at 2 GMT, we'll have Masters Arabia. Anyway, is this a hole? I bet you it's a hole. I bet you it's a hole. And it's not a hole. But it doesn't matter because the house is going to go down instantly. The tower's going to prevent any repairs. And the question is, does Viper have enough army to defend for now? I think the answer is going to be no. He's up to the next age now. He's going to build some walls. One more gate, and here's the gate. So Viper, it looks like he's defended for now. Economies are not even, though. Hart is still up on about 7 or 8 vills. And Hart will be a little ahead in the upgrades department. MBL's trying to get this town center up, but doesn't look like it's going to go up. Trying to secure some more stone. Here's the siege workshops finally from Hart. I think they could have came in a little bit earlier. Fortified walls is now done for Geen. And he absolutely wasted no time on that. And now all the players are up to Imperial Age. The Koreans, if they could survive a little longer, get some onagers out. Maybe hand cannons would be a great idea. Hand cannons would be a very good idea, in fact. Looks like Hart's actually getting... no, that's not the Korean player. Then the Koreans can really make an impact. They just needed to survive the early flood. Castle going up from the Viper. It's going to defend his wood line. Which is something Viper's been hurting for this entire game. Here comes the flood of eagles, iron casting being done. Viper is getting plate mail armor. And Hart is going to get a little bit trapped. He's going to lose quite a few eagles. Hart is down to about... He'll be down to about 50 military after this. And the Viper is on 30 military. So the Viper's still behind. In fact, you could take a big loss on this right side. The castle is going to help out quite a bit, though, in defending the raid. And MBL has managed to take control of the stone. He's even got a castle up. He's going chemistry. Geen, meanwhile, is starting to make onager. Will be very strong behind the walls. And Geen is even making men-at-arms. Which will be a decent choice. Looks like Hart doesn't care at all about the castle. He's gonna... the Viper's gonna bring in some eagles, but... Hart has just so many more eagles. Viper's going to bring in some more eagles. He's getting iron casting. Hart is getting blast furnace, just one step ahead in the upgrades. In fact, he's even got... what is this? He's even got... What is it called? Garland Wars. He's even got Garland Wars. Huge upgrade. I mean, look at the attack difference. 9 plus 6 will be 9 plus 8 versus 9 plus 2. Huge difference. And MBL is even going into War Wagon. And you can see how much of a difference those upgrades make. Hart took that fight very definitively. TheViper wouldn't have taken that fight if he didn't think he could have won it. And right now TheViper's left with no army. Hart is left with tons of armies, still spamming some across the map. Castle is going down to MBL. MBL's making his presence known in this game. Geen is making men-at-arms, pikemen, all the really expensive Korean army. Viper's saying he's pretty much out of the game. Geen is quite a bit stronger than MBL, maybe just a little bit. But TheViper will be out of this game pretty quickly. He's down onto 90 vills, and is having trouble making army. In fact, where's TheViper getting his gold from? He's not down on basically 0 gold. He's only getting gold from this bottom one, which is certainly not sufficient. This gold looks like it's hard to mine as well, especially with war wagons in the area. And again, TheViper's hurting for wood as well. I'm glad you're up for a community game. Take the blue pill. We'll do them after a few games on Voobly, though. Try to work up the stream numbers. You know, ideally, I'd like to get 8. Here's Elite War Wagon from Geen. Geen's got an incredibly strong army if he can somehow use it. Problem is, he's not really doing too much to help TheViper out. In fact, MBL's even going to take this gold from TheViper. Geen's going to go up with the counter castle on the right side. And the hand cannon's not going to do too much work against the elite war wagons either. Just the health difference is massive, 35 to 200 health. The hand cannons were supposed to be for the eagles, not the war wagons. Geen is now making Hal to help counter the war wagons. Could see some big onager shots. Let's see a few more. Here we go. Nah. The Heart's micro is too good. And just look at the map. Essentially 3/4 of the map belonging to Hart and MBL. And as long as they keep that, which they're trying to reinforce with some bombard towers, they should win the game with resources alone. Viper's saying it's GG. It looks to be pretty GG. What's up, Blood Mage? How are you enjoying the games today? MBL, he's finally making cartography. Pretty late to make cartography, but hey, if you can get away with it, you can get away with it. And even bigger walls from Hart. Gonna be a good idea. Help secure map, help protect trade. This is gonna be the final fight of the game, I think. Hand cannons are gonna make some pretty good work out of the eagles. Here comes the second wave of eagles, though. They're gonna go straight for the onagers. One onager remaining. All the eagles are down. And it looks like Geen and TheViper have won in this fight, so maybe they'll stay in this game. These walls are just too strong to get through, apparently, for Hart. He hasn't made any ram upgrades. Hand cannon's gonna push forward. And are we seeing the power of the Koreans? Able to push back too. Don't think so. Here comes the third wave of eagles. Here comes another wave of elite war wagons. And Geen's castle's going to go down as well, which is so critical for him. He's going to be left on 2 castles, and he's trying to make as many war wagons as possible. MBL at this point has more war wagons, and I think it's GG. Here we go. Here's the final GG. Very entertaining game from these guys. I'm glad the Koreans finally got to get into it at the end. A little bit... how did... It looks like this weakness in the wall really... really helped seal the game for MBL and Hart. This tower helping to prevent the wall. MBL did some good damage against the Viper, and it was clearly shown. A lot of good damage with the towers. And Hart was able to defend that big raid from Geen fairly efficiently. Hart had a better economy this game, was hit a lot less, and because of that was able to spam into the Viper's base, keep the Viper down, and eventually was just MBL and Geen, but the Viper was out of the game at that point. A good game from the players. Let's hope they play another one. Yeah, me too, Blood.